Out of nowhere, Update 7 has released on Satisfactory experimental build, adding in blueprints, ceiling mounted belts, and convenient wall placement. I can't believe Christmas came so early. Oh my gosh, today is gonna be crazy. So hello everyone, I'm ImKibitz and welcome back to Satisfactory, where last time we were setting up a ton of trucks to bring stuff over to our aluminum build to work on space elevator parts. But who cares about that right now? We have blueprints, we have update 7 things. So we gotta scoot back home immediately. And of course, we're gonna be making tons and tons and tons of blueprints today. Oh my goodness, it's gonna be game changing. And honestly, these blueprint things could not have come at a better time because things are about to go wild with our space elevator parts in the factories we're gonna build. It really just depends when you unlock them. But even before that, quick trip to the store. Give me that. Give me it now. Ceiling mounted conveyor belts. Dude, this is gonna be crazy. Okay, so like, we could just be in here. Oh my god, I'm lagging out of my mind. Hello? Uh-oh. Game? Yo, am I gonna crash? Yeah, experimental build, FYI. Remember to back up your saves. Oh, that's crazy. It's whenever I bring out belts. It like lags my game insanely. Yeah, there they are. Plus, then when you go to the wall now, they automatically attach to the wall too. Cool. That is gonna completely revolutionize how factories are gonna be built. And of course, we're gonna get to that in a moment. The big thing with Update 7 though is blueprints, and look at that, I would never have guessed. Blueprints are in tier 4. So you get like hypertubes and steel, and almost immediately, you get blueprints. That is super, super, super early. That is the best thing ever. Give me that. Give me this. That's super important because now when you start a new game, you get like Mark II miners and stuff like that. You can immediately start getting into blueprints and you don't have to worry about setting up like 1,000 smelters for every single resource node, which is gonna be super, super nice for new players and veterans like myself. But all right, after like 600 hours, we're unlocking new stuff again. I wonder even if this rocket's gonna go straight up or if it's gonna clip through my base. I've never actually seen this since we built the new factory. Well, it looks like it's gonna be good. Oh yeah, look at that. Practically dodges everything but the space elevator. Okay, we now have blueprints. We can build the machine. Where will it be? Probably organization? No. Architecture? No. Special. Ah, special. The blueprint designer is used to create custom factory designs and save them as a blueprint, and are saved in the blueprint tab. So now we have this whole new tab. You can add in new ones if you want, edit, add categories, add subcategories. It's gonna be crazy. If you're unfamiliar with what a blueprint system is, essentially it's like you want to build a power pole, except it can be like an entire smelter array. But first we have to build that machine, and it is big lad. Luckily for us, we have a big base, and I have moved things around a bit so we can have a laboratory. So instead of this tube going to our armory, it's now going higher up into our base, into a new area I've created for making all of our blueprints. So this should be good. Yes? You better believe it. So let's put this monstrosity down and get going and see how it works. Okay, so the blueprint's max size is like a 4x4 kind of thing, and then however tall this is. You have a little box here. New blueprint, save it, select icon, load. Interesting. Okay. For anything else though, one last thing I need to set up here is power poles so we can use the hover pack around here, and then we'll get designing. There we go. So let's just try something really simple right now, just to understand the concepts. So we'll put down a couple smelters, set up a basic laggy manifold. Now I'll figure out how to like save this and operate everything. So new blueprint, it says the cost of materials, that's kind of cool. Call this test 1, test, set directory. Add blueprint here, sure. We can have an icon of a schmelter, of course. We can make the color like, I don't know, rust. Save. Now when we go into our blueprints tab, we have our blueprint. And we can just set it up like a power pole. Ah, yeah. Look at all the parts flying in. Oh, dude, it's so simple. It's perfect. Plus, I kind of like how it's a little limited. Like you can only operate within this cube to make the blueprints, because it actually makes things a lot more interesting, because we have to think of blueprints more so like puzzle pieces. Oh, and we can clear this whole thing too, right? Clear designer. Yes, it's all gone. And that's what the little box is for, just putting that stuff back in our inventory. Easy. Okay, there's one thing though I'm very scared about. Please, let us put and copy and paste these things. Oh, please, just let this work. This is the only thing I care about, I'll be honest. Test 2, we'll do that. Save it. Oh, please, for the love of anything. We have to be able to copy and paste these. My biggest gripe in this entire game is setting these up. And now we can just set them with blueprints. Dude. Oh, thank goodness. Oh, thank goodness. We can set up the refineries with blueprints. Dude. Last episode, I was talking about how we're making nuclear pasta. That's like our first big project that we're gonna work on with the space elevator. And pressure conversion cubes, they're fine. But, oh my god, the copper powder was not gonna be fine, because it's gonna require setting up hundreds of refineries. But now, we can just set them up with blueprints. Oh, the timing could not be better. We gotta look in our little blueprints thing though and start organizing. First, we gotta get rid of the tests. How do we delete these? Edit. Gear, remove blueprint. Yes. Gear, remove blueprint. Yes, okay, cool. Let's get our categories together here. Let's make this one factory blocks. We'll make another called basic systems. And this is gonna be for like manifolds and stuff like that. So I guess that would be, I don't know, arrows? Sure. We'll have another category for automations. This will be like the full kind of setups that we usually build. And finally, miscellaneous. For like hypertube launches and stuff like that. And automations will make the factory image. That's a good place to start. Now, how does adding in a subcategory work? Oh, okay, I see. We can do smelting, refining, processing, and it's always good to have a miscellaneous category. And apply changes. Now, for building blueprints, the first thing I actually want to build before anything else is actually a factory block. How factories will probably be built now and into the future will be in modular blocks that you just create in blueprints. So, one cool thing that you can do is you can set up something like this. Then you can have smaller foundations, like there and there. And inside, you can hide in areas for belts. So you can have your belts already hooked up, like so. Goodness, setting up belts is really bad. And also, you can hide all of your power down here, which is the big thing. So, in this game, people have always been wondering, hey, can we have like powered foundations? Well, now you can just set up a factory block and you effectively have them. So really, we want to scale this up. And you'd want to have that power outlet directly in the middle, because we're gonna be placing a bunch of these blocks side by side by side, and be easiest just to like run through them all and connect them all up. Belt-wise, oh, we could set up a blueprint for a belt highway. That's gonna be awesome. But right now, that's all I kind of want. Then we'll just have the power nub in the center. And I wonder if this will copy what we paint on here. Yeah, it should copy and paste that, of course, right? Yeah. Now, is there anything else we'd want in a factory block like this? Nah, we'll keep it simple. Keep it stackable. Keep it basic. So yeah, simple factory block with tier 1 power nub. We'll put that into factory blocks, of course. Or not. Oh, I have to add in a subcategory. Okay, so we'll call this basics. Add the blueprint here. Set the icon, save it, and we're good. Oh, but it's dark. Oh yeah, my mods aren't working. Yeah, it's experimental here. Hopefully you guys can see. Super quick. Let's just see if this blueprint works as intended. And oh yeah, you can see that there's a different texture in the middle there. Then we are done. Clear that bad boy out. And before we keep working, let me just add in a few lights. Much better. The room still needs a lot of decoration, but you know what? We're having fun here. We have so much we can do. Oh boy. Okay, and the next thing I have to do is I have to set up a belt highway. But then you have to think about how they're gonna snap together, right? And you know, thinking about it right now, I don't think there is like a super easy way to do this. I think the best bet is just to do something like that in the middle of all the platforms. Because say like I was placing a belt from here and ran it, pardon the lag, to go all the way over to here, right? Well then when I copy and paste this, there's gonna be this little section in between both the belts as this runs into nothing. And I'll have to connect the belts anyway. So if we have to hook up stuff anyway, at least having this here will make the process faster. So yeah, we'll just save that into our factory blocks area and call that a day. All right, next. You know what? We could build a million more factory blocks, but one thing I'd really like is to set up a really cool, compact smelter array. Because aside from refineries, this is one of the most annoying things to set up in the whole game, in my opinion. So if we could get 11 smelters in here, that would be perfect. Because 11 smelters can handle one fully overclocked Mark III miner. What is this? That's 5, we're about to have 10. I can live with 10. We can always make another variant with 11 smelters later. And now we just set up the manifold one time, and that's it. Oh, and if you guys remember from back in the day, we had a steel engine that we put together, and it's like a really cool like foundry design. Now we can do that for everything. And we can have these awesome designs all over the place. Ooh, and like I was saying earlier, we're building puzzle pieces now. So we want to make this design stackable. So then if we need more, we just put another thing on top, call her a day, bud. Oh, and we never have to set up power cables ever again too, because they can be in the blueprint. Oh, and of course, we can copy overclocking. So we can just copy and paste this one time and we're good. And then when we want to set it for other materials, we just select the new recipe and copy and paste again. Just want to get those power shards in there. Just as a little extra detail, we can add in these on the corners, why not? Ooh, or actually, no, we don't want to do that. Think about these always as puzzle pieces, right? Like, of course we can stack them vertically, but what if we want to stack them like horizontally? Or like in this direction? Yeah, no, we don't want to do that. Or at least if we are going to add in those kinds of details, we'd want to add them inside here, so it doesn't clash with other things that we're putting together. And if we're doing that, these don't really look the best. Maybe we want to switch it up for like metal or something like that. Oh, yeah, we do want to do that, sir. Ooh, it's looking cool. All right, I think that is it, our stackable little block for these smelters. Excellent, most excellent. Didn't forget anything? Yep, I did. There we go, just add that on quick. And we'll call this smelter block 1. This is gonna be an inner factory smelter block. We'll add this to automations, smelting, of course. Throw the smelter down. It'd be nice to have like a color-coded system for this. I think we'll make this red, and that will mean inside the factory. Because now when we save the blueprint, we can redesign this another way if we want to have it outside the factory. There's just some random smelter block somewhere in the world. I don't care about the details. I just want it to be a functional thing. Then we can save on some objects inside here. Now it's just a piece of a larger creation. Oh, except for on the front here, what do we do? It's looking kind of weird. Do this, that. It's not gonna clip, a little bit. Kind of looks good though, it adds in that extra detail line. Oh, but it only adds it to one side. No, my dream. Pillars, save me. It's time to zoop. There we go. And this one's color is gonna be gray. And save this new one just as smelter block 2. We have the color coordination going, so that should be good enough, right? Probably. Future Kids is definitely gonna forget about that. Anyway, clear. It's time for the next design. So what's next? Oh, you better believe it's gonna be refineries. But they are the chunk. So this blueprint, we're gonna have to make as like a 2-parter here. So we'll have to build half of it now and have an easy way to kind of click on its other half. So I guess we can fit 3 refineries just in here. We'll use this one for just belt items. Uh-oh. Lag! And so we can keep the whole system stackable. We'll add in all the connection bits like so, but we'll get rid of all the supports. We'll just place these down. Oh, that's rough though. The lag is not only with the belts, but with the pipes too. Yeah, same thing on this side. Get rid of the end piece. Have this on. Add on the belts. And of course, deal with the power. Now one thing I'm thinking is, if we copy and paste this, right? We probably will have more refineries facing from this direction. So preemptively, we could just add in more mergers just on this side. Now we can easily hook up another block of refineries just facing from this direction. Yeah, that should be good. Same thing with the pipes here. We can add on like, yeah. We can mirror it. And with this, there is no way there's gonna be an outside and inside kind of design. So this one's just gonna be blue, just for universal blueprint. We'll call this mass refinery P1. It'll be our stackable refinery setup. And we'll put that into refining, of course. And I guess we'll just clear it. Now its brother will come down this way. And since with the other blueprint, we already set out the mergers, we don't need to deal with the mergers for the outputs on these refineries. And the input wise, it will probably end up being redundant, adding in extra like pipes here, but then it might also not be. So let's just add them in for now. So this will be mass refinery E2 and save. And we could build more designs, but I kind of want to try building the blueprints in the real world now. Ooh. And now we can actually add these blueprints to our hotbar. So let's just add all the refining stuff. So now we can build a factory, we can put down the basic floor, we can throw down refinery parts, emote when we feel like it, and we're good. So where do I need 1,000,000 quadrillion refineries? Well, remember how I was saying I wanna make some nuclear pasta? Yeah, that's gonna require an insane amount of copper powder, right? And for the copper powder, we need tons of copper, of course. And to be efficient with that, we need to use refineries to get the most bang for our buck here. And that's why I am super happy that we actually have the blueprints right now. It is like the perfect timing for this project. Anyway, we are gonna be setting up all these refineries. R.fog0, thank you. Over here, this Green Hills area is going to be a super massive refining plant. Quite literally, the whole biome I've dedicated to building refineries. It's gonna get so crazy here that I've already built a hypotube launcher. Like, it's gonna be unholy. But I guess it's not gonna be too bad to build now, since we can just build our little factory blocks and rock and roll. I guess there's gonna be some clipping. It's fine. Yeah. A little annoying to kind of put these together though. Can we snap? Oh, wait, there's a blueprint build mode now. Now it snaps. But it does take up all your resources very quickly. So 1 moment. Let's restock real quick since we still have our big inventory mod working and experimental, thankfully. But before we scoot, I wonder, can we add blueprints to a to-do list? No. That'd be one nice little feature. Like when you have assemblers, you can just put the little plus there and it shows all the items you need on a to-do list. It'd be cool if you could go into the blueprints menu and do the same thing. It'd be complicated, I'm sure from like a design standpoint, but it'd really help out. Anyway, we don't need that. And then we scoot on back. Finish up our platform, and let's see if these pieces actually fit together. Ooh, or, since we have all the power nubs underneath, I can hook up the power immediately, and we can use the hover pack. And I didn't even think about this, but since our blueprint here has these power nubs so close together, we should always be in range, and the hover pack just won't randomly stop on us. It's actually the main reason why I don't use it more often. It's just, I hate it when it stalls out, and you just are like stuck. It's like, okay, dude, why? And then you will just hook up to there for now. Hover pack, let's go! Oh, dude. I love update 7. Now let's throw these down. Oh, what the, interesting. So default, you can just build whatever. Blueprint, it sticks it to kind of the grid where you built it in the blueprint machine. That's useful. I'd rather like freehand this though. Then the left one would go here. And yeah, overall, that's pretty good. Also, when did they, man, I haven't seen the night sky in this game for a long time, okay? So, man, they improved it a lot. The whole extra galaxy over there, yo, that's crazy. As crazy as this whole update is, like, it fundamentally changes the game. And we've only scratched the surface. However, though, that's gonna be all for now. So I hope you guys enjoyed and thank you for watching. But have a fantastic rest of your day, and bye-bye.